All right, good afternoon. Thank you to everybody in the stands who has joined us here today. I speak for all the graduates when I say that we would not be here without the steady support of all of you, including my mom, dad, and brother Matt. So let's have a big round of applause for everybody here right now. It was the weekend of August 27th, 2021, when many of us arrived on the UMass campus for the very first time. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but it was about 110 degrees during that first weekend. Somehow it was hotter than today. Coming from a COVID junior and senior year of high school, many of us had never even taken a campus tour. So let's all think back to that first move-in. It's very hot. It's very humid. Then we've got about 20 flights of stairs to climb in the Southwest Towers. Then we reach the top, and the whole thing turns into a fight with our dads over how to adjust the height of our dorm beds. Remember those things? Then someone has to go get a hammer, and it's a whole process. After all that, we quickly shoo our parents away, and we're thrown into this entire new world, relying on each other for moral support. We learn the intricacies and etiquette of all facets of UMass life. From how to navigate classes to the correct way to order stir-fry at the dining hall, it all became second nature rather quickly. Throughout the next 4 years, everybody here has undoubtedly experienced drastic growth and change. We're reminded of this every single time we take out our U-card. Every time we use our U-cards, whether it's getting into our dorm, the Mullins Center, or just getting a bowl at Tamales, we look down at our U-card and are instantly face-to-face with that kid who posed for a picture the summer after their senior year of high school. Every day, for 4 years, at every single UMass event that you've attended, that kid, your freshman year self, has been right there with you. We see that picture of ourselves so much, it doesn't even register as being noteworthy anymore. It just became a fact of UMass life that we have to see that goofy, and in my case, god-awful photo again and again and again. However, there's a profound significance in that picture. It's a persistent reminder of your evolution at UMass. The person who is on that U-card is not the same person who is sitting here at commencement today. The enormous volume of experiences at UMass caused each semester to feel like its own life. Each day and weekend was so jam-packed with events, club meetings, nights out downtown, to be continued later tonight, exams, lectures, and research, that it feels like we've lived and changed through multiple lifetimes in our 4 years here. Now that we're at the end, senior year is a very bittersweet experience. Very quickly, events started becoming the last of everything. The last first day of classes, last tailgate, last hockey game, last meal at Burke, and we all watched as commencement this date drew closer and closer. Today has been equal parts anticipated but also dreaded. The reason we all feel that mix of emotions is because of the change that we've experienced, evident by that U-card photo. The UMass community created by each of us here today has been such a beautiful catalyst of growth, joy, and change that the thought of moving on to something new fills us with fear. However, there is no reason that the enthusiastic and dynamic energy which created our college experience cannot carry over into the rest of our lives. We did not arrive at UMass to stay at UMass. We arrived at UMass to leave UMass as a more worldly person, armed with the knowledge and tools to be happy and successful, of course, but also the experiences and memories to tell stories that will last the rest of our lives. One of life's greatest gifts is being around close friends, absolutely dying of laughter at stories from the past. If in a year's time, we forget the exact details of each and every class we took, if we forget how to answer those awful chem owls, the exact content from Finance 301, or how best to write an essay overnight, that is something that we will undeniably leave UMass with: stories. For a long time, the thought of my UMass experience fading away into stories, pictures, and Snapchat memories was something that I dreaded. But this is a flawed mindset. This is not a fact that should make us sad. We don't tell stories as a way to dwell on the past. Instead, stories exist as a vessel to remind you that every period of your life will someday be a story, and therefore you should live each period of your life with passion. Put it this way: in our 40s and 50s, we'll miss our 20s and 30s. In our 60s and 70s, we'll miss our 40s and 50s. Then in our 80s and beyond, we'll miss the first 70 years of our life. Every aspect of your life will someday be missed. Nostalgia is one of the most somber and bittersweet feelings. Nostalgia about this place and this campus will grow over our lifetime. The people and places we once knew will rapidly change. But nostalgia, the past, stories, they all exist as a beautiful and persistent reminder to do one thing: reflect on the past, but always appreciate the present moment. I want to leave you all with this. Only about a third of Americans hold bachelor's degrees, and only about 6% of the world has a bachelor's degree. We earn the privilege of attending UMass in the best state for education and the best country for education in the world, and we should not take that opportunity lightly. It's now up to us to use that privilege. Yeah, let's hear it for Massachusetts. It's now up to us to use that privilege and use that opportunity to change the world and each other for the better. We are incredibly lucky to be able to have been able to been experiencing something as special as UMass. And we're incredibly lucky to be sitting here on graduation day on the precipice of the rest of our lives. So with that being said, keep telling stories, remember what you've learned, and carry on the energy that you created here to lead a meaningful and extraordinary life. Good luck to all of you. Say hi when we run into each other in 20 years at Costco or something, and thank you very much.